Chris Brophy, musically obsessed. Chris Brophy, musically obsessed with vinyl CDs and cassettes. Chris Brophy, musically obsessed. Oh yeah!
How's it going, everybody? So today, as you see in the title, I want to show off some solo records by Dave Davis and Ray Davies of the Kinks. Now, over the summer, I went on a huge Kinks kick, and I was just listening and just taking in and buying CDs and vinyl of the Kinks and just falling in love with their music. I always knew the hits, but I never really did a true deep dive into the Kinks, and I think I would like to do some more videos on the Kinks. I know I did a video on some of their Broadway-esque albums, as in Schoolboys in Disgrace. But I definitely want to do some deep dives into the Kinks, so if that's something that you might be interested, let me know. But today I want to show you some of the solo CDs. I've only got one by Dave Davis, so I'm going to start with his first, and then I'll show you all the Ray Davis solo records I have. But in terms of songwriting, both are amazing. Ray Davis is so underrated as a songwriter. Go back. We talk about the Beatles, we talk about the Who, we talk about the Rolling Stones. The Kinks should be mentioned in that list of bands. The Kinks pushed the envelope of rock. They tried different types of music and arrangements and songwriting styles, witty lyrics, just everything that I like about music, the Kinks did. They need to be talked about more. And especially Ray, followed that great songwriting into solo albums as well. So let's get into this. So I have one from Dave Davis, and this is his album called AFL1-3603. And this is the cover of it. I don't know what happens when you scan that barcode. Maybe I should try. But very cool album. I know Dave Davis has, I think, a couple more solo records that I've got to check out. I believe this one came out in 2005. So excited. I need to find some more of his stuff. Now, the Ray Davis solo stuff, he's got quite a bit. This is not in any sort of order. But I have See My Friends, where he does duets with Bruce Springsteen, Metallica, John Bon Jovi, Mumford & Sons, and a bunch of other people. I bought it for the Metallica cover. Metallica does You Really Got Me. And it's funny listening to it because James is just putting on that, yeah, ooh, yeah, almost like after every single line. But it is cool to have that. I have his album, The Storyteller, which is really cool as well. And as the title might suggest, he plays songs from the Kinks discography. And also there is dialogue in between some of the songs as well. And, it's interesting because a lot of times when artists sort of reimagine their hits or whatever, you're like, okay, how many times do I need to hear this song? But Ray Davis always seems to put some new spin on it where you're like, okay, that's cool. This is an interesting one. This is Ray Davis, the Kinks Choral Collection. Talk about reimagining songs. He literally has a choir backing him on these Kinks classics. Victoria, Celluloid Heroes, which Celluloid Heroes has become one of my favorite Kinks songs. Waterloo Sunset, another great one. He does the Village Green medley on here. So interesting album. Working Man's Cafe. I bet you didn't know Ray Davis had this many solo albums. This has Vietnam Cowboys on it, You're Asking Me, Working Man's Cafe, Morphine Song. It's got a couple bonus tracks on it as well, The Voodoo Walk. Still in great voice. This came out 2008. Looks like on New West Records. There are two that go together, Americana and Americana 2. Louisiana Sky, March of the Zombies, The Big Weird, Americana, The Deal, Message from the Road. Concept albums about Ray Davies traveling the United States and sort of his relationship with the U.S. So very interesting take on a concept record. This was the first Ray Davies solo album that I picked up, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to need more. Other People's Lives. And this came out 2006. Very strong album. If you're wanting to maybe dive into the Ray Davies solo stuff, I'd start with this one. Things Are Gonna Change, The Morning After the Fall, Next Door Neighbor, which is a very well-written song, All She Wrote, Creatures of Little Faith, Is There Life After Breakfast? And then there's Thanksgiving Day on here, and I also have the Thanksgiving Day single as well. And this has some stuff that was not on that album. Yours Truly, Confused, N10, London Song, Storyteller, and then an alternate mix of Thanksgiving Day. I know that they just came out with those Kinks compilations. I think, there's like 3 of them. I'll probably end up picking up those as well. But, and as I said, I will be definitely on the lookout for more Dave Davies solo stuff. Great artists, great songwriters, and the Kinks, again, should be mentioned along with those other great bands. So that's what I got for you today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. Bye.